Boom. Hey internets, on this episode of Collabo, I actually decided to throw it back way in the past and feature a collab I did with a painter, an artist, a visionary, and was known at the time as one of the world's best shoe customizers. I want to feature a collab I did with Methamphibian. Okay, now I'm gonna bring us way back. Okay, I'm gonna put us back into the time machine and I'm gonna talk about the early 2000s. Remember, I started working professionally as a designer at 2000. So there's gonna be a portion of you guys that were maybe in elementary school or way too young to kind of remember that era, the early 2000s. I'm talking about like 2002, right around that area. And that's when I first moved to Los Angeles. And when I first moved here, I actually put together an art show with my best friend at the time. His name was Ricky Cam. And we put a show together called Outfit. And this show was basically one of the big milestones in my career. So way before the internet, before everyone knew me as the clothing brand mentor guy, way before that time and YouTube, I was actually known as the handmade denim guy. So this initial art show really put me on the map in Los Angeles. I worked with 18 people and I basically handmade denim tops and denim bottoms and sent it to artists. Jeff Staple, Methamphibian was someone I collabed with, Invisible Man, Michael Lau was in there. And so there was a lot of notable people at the time from all over the world, from Hong Kong, London, New York, all around. And I basically sent them these handmade garments and let them do whatever they wanted to it. And so around this time, I was doing a lot more artwork and the vehicle of it was my handmade denim. So I would paint on the denim, I would go crazy on the pocket bags on the inside of the denim and put all kinds of things that could be custom, whether it was a quote, a lyric, a song, it could be anything. So a lot of companies and nonprofits, great people that I worked with in the past for different causes. And for me, it was helping promote my name as a designer and not just an apparel designer, but getting me out there in a whole nother vehicle. So that was also the beginning of my crazy work ethic where I just wanted to burn the clock. So I would be working salary, designing, you know, a fall season, a spring season of apparel for a company, then come home, eat, and then I would be sewing denim till maybe 1 in the morning and then get up at 7 and do it all again and then just kind of grind and hustle. So those are some of my early hustle years. In any case, Methamphibian and I worked together really well because he was customizing Nikes. So when I say customizing, there's a handful of people that were doing it, but actually Methamphibian, via the words of Jeff Staple on a Complex article, he was number 48 in a number of 50 all-time influential people in the sneaker world. So a big honor. He was recognized all around the world for this. So there were boutiques and individuals that were trying to get a hold of his hand-painted Nikes, and he was getting commissioned, I believe without resale, he was getting commissioned to work on Nikes for definitely over $1,000. So I was honored to work with Meth on 2 different collaborations. The first pair tragically got stolen, ironically, at a art show, but the second pair I have today, and so I wanted to feature that as the collab. Before I do that, I just want to show you some more shots of Methamphibian's work and tell you that when this guy's a craftsman, he actually worked in some sort of paint company where he learned the science of mixing the paint. So all the paints that he used on his shoes were not store-bought. They were a mixture that he put together because he knew, because of testing, he tested paint that would last longer to be more durable for shoes, because it is art, but it's something wearable. A lot of people would dead stock the shoes because they're that important. I mean, to this day, I think I've worn my pair 3 times maybe, and the 2 times I wore it was for the opening and closing of the art show where we kind of presented it. And so I do have a couple shots of me actually opening the box in front of a crowd of people who were there for the art show. By the way, that was me in cornrows. I rocked cornrows for a little over a year when I first moved to LA. This is what the actual shoe looks like. And so the denim on the toe piece is denim that I also used on the other part of the collaboration, which was making a custom pair of denim for Methamphibian. And so the denim that's on that toe piece is the denim that I used on the jean that I then presented to Meth. Ooh, the actual shoe that I'm going to feature on this collaboration is right behind me here. So a lot of the times when you see my background, this shoe right here is the one I'm very proud of and I wanted to feature on the collaboration. So the denim that's on the heel and the top lace is from denim that's made from a collaboration that I did with Methamphibian. So as you can see, he cut the panel at the top and then the back heel piece so that the swoosh was continuous. So for the two draw cord panels and then the actual toe piece, you can see that he did his hand painting on it, and it's sort of a zebra stripe with kind of a midnight navy on top of like a tan. But there's also another wisp of like a light white texture that's done on it as well. And it finishes off on the outside of the shoe. On the denim piece, you see my logo that I was using all the time for the J and the P. I called it my JP Butterfly logo. And then you see very prominently, which I think is a place that he would frequently put his logo. On the outside heel right here, right below the swoosh, you see in red the Methamphibian logo. In any case, there you have it. One of one in the world. Very proud of these. Worn it 3 times in my life. And it's a remembrance of that time in the beginning of me really hustling and trying to establish myself in Los Angeles. And luckily the word spread further and throughout the world, but now this channel kind of helps put my voice on the map. But your boy was doing some pretty cool collabs early on, and this is one of them. Fun fact, throughout our workings together and our dealings together, one person that was guiding through the process was actually Ben Baller, none other than the infamous Ben Baller. Ben was managing aspects of Methamphibian's career at the time, helping connect the right collaborations and negotiating different things, because Meth was definitely overwhelmed. I mean, he only had 2 hands and 24 hours a day, and that dude did not sleep a lot. It was actually really crazy. I mean, I had some pretty crazy nights sewing. This man was painting 24/7, and it was kind of crazy to watch. But Ben kind of helped throughout the process. So through that process, I had known Ben because of the industry, but we actually worked together a little bit because of Methamphibian. So comment below on this or anything that you guys might want to talk about. Like if you like, sub if you love, please hit the bell, and follow me on social media when you guys hit the chance. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.